mud, bugs, rocks, sweat. Now there's a lot of things that can make your helmet dirty, and cleaning them isn't always the easiest. So today we're gonna talk about the best ways to clean your helmet. Let's talk about the supplies that you're gonna need. First up, we're actually gonna run over and fill up our water basin with warm water, not cold water, not boiling hot water, just warm water to get that ready, but don't add any soap to it just yet. Next up is gonna be a set of microfiber towels. I'd say a new set, just so you know there's no contaminants inside of them. But honestly, even something like I said that you have laying around will help get all that dirt and debris off the exterior of the helmet and really wipe it down and make it nice and clean. After that, having a toothbrush is always handy when we are working on the exterior of the helmet, because you can get into the vents, you can get into the small cracks and crevices and really get it out. You can get a new toothbrush, or you can just use an old one. It doesn't really matter at that point. And there's gonna be two different sets of products we're gonna talk about. Baby shampoo, it's probably something you already have in your closet. That's gonna be something that doesn't have any chemicals inside of it, and it's gonna be nice and soft up against the skin. But if you wanna go a step further, if you really wanna deep clean the interior, you can always use some of the Stockton by Adams products as well, just because they have an enzymatic cleaner. That's really gonna help get a lot of that sweat and debris out. Now, when we're all said and done in the cleaning process, having one extra tool is gonna come in handy, and that is going to be some compressed air. Now, I have this hooked up to an air compressor tank off camera here, and you're gonna wanna use something like that instead of using something in a can. This tends to be have aerosols in it that will actually damage the EPS of your helmet, and we wanna make sure that we're protecting the overall safety of the helmet while we're cleaning it. We don't wanna compromise anything, but that's enough on the supplies. Let's get into actually how to clean your entire helmet. All right, first up, we're actually gonna prepare the helmet to be washed. We're gonna remove all of the internals as well as any Bluetooth units or any cameras attached to the helmet, because that might get damaged during the washing process. Now, if your helmet isn't as dirty as mine, using that Stockton spray cleaner is perfectly fine. That's great for a helmet that isn't excessively dirty or anything like that. These bugs I know are on there and are on there at a higher speed because I took this out at the track, so I just wanna make sure I'm getting those off. So easiest way to do that is to take some microfiber towels, get them inside that water, make sure you don't have too much on the towels themselves, and just drape it over the entire helmet on here. So I'm gonna actually add a couple on there just because this helmet's a little bit bigger. Make sure I'm covering the whole area just so I don't have to come back and do it again later. So I have that on there. When it comes to face shields, just keep in mind, I generally replace mine every single year, just because with scratches and things like that, that's not gonna come out with the cleaning. But at a certain point, you're gonna wanna think about replacing your shields. They are items on the helmet that should be replaced well in advance of actually replacing the entire helmet. Okay, so now as we move on to the interior, this is when I'm gonna add that baby soap into our warm water, which is still warm. Just get a couple pieces in there. It doesn't have to be a lot, and you can just mix it around to make sure that you got that nice soapy water inside of there. I'm gonna start with the cheek pad here, and you're just gonna submerge it and really just start to work in a lot of that soapy water. Make sure that it's getting into every crack and crevice, and you're not gonna really wrench on it. You're not trying to destroy it or deform it or anything like that. You're just trying to get all that liquid inside of the foam behind the cheek pad liner. All right, so that should just about do it. Now that I have it, pretty well cleaned with the baby shampoo, I'm gonna take that enzymatic spray, give it a good dousing. It's supposed to sit for about 10, 20 minutes, let that soak it up, and then I'm gonna go over to the sink and really wash everything thoroughly. All you wanna do at this point is take these internals, run them under a little bit of cold water under the sink, get as much of that cleaner and shampoo out as you can, and then let them dry. It takes a few hours for these to really dry out, and you don't want to rush that. You don't want to put them in the dryer, you don't want to put them in any heat or anything like that. You can sit them on a windowsill, really get some air flowing through, set up a fan, whatever you want to do at that point, or even just kind of lightly sandwich them between a dry microfiber towel, and then it's on to the external part of the helmet, really get that all cleaned up. So I'm gonna remove the microfiber towels, and at this point, you should be able to just take those damp microfiber towels and wipe away most of the dirt and grime. Honestly, you're probably gonna get 80 to 90% of everything off of the helmet with this, but if you still aren't able to get all of it off there, that's where a lot of the other things we were talking about come into play. I have that toothbrush from earlier and just some normal water, and I can go into each vent, really get inside each one of those to make sure I'm cleaning all of that out. If it's still a little bit dirty after that, you can even pull in that cleaner I was talking about before. You can even spray that on here, that Stockton by Adams, get a couple spritz across to it, let it sit for a little bit, and then wipe it away with a microfiber towel, and then dry it off with another one as well. If you have big old June bugs or any sort of bugs inside the vents, that's where, when I was talking about earlier, we're gonna use that air compressor and give it a couple blasts just to move all that debris out. Now, technically, you're kind of pushing that in there, so be careful on how you're angling it. Depends on the vents you're working with, but that's really gonna help get into tight places that you really can't get to. One thing I will call out, I mentioned it before, how the shields are something that I would typically just replace after a season or two. If you do remove it, when you're cleaning it, just make sure you don't spray directly into the mechanism on the side for the shield. Those are usually lubed up. You don't want to remove any of that. You don't want to get any debris in there. And then you just put it all back together, put your Bluetooth back on, and you are good to get back out and ride. And all in, this is something, like I said, you probably do once every 1 to 2 months if you really want everything as clean as possible. If you're wearing a balaclava, you can probably push that a little bit longer. I typically do it every 6 months or so because, again, I care more about how clean my bike is than I do my helmet or anything like that. But if you have any other questions, trying to figure out anything in this process, go ahead and give our customer service agents a call. They're all riders, happy to help walk you through the process. And if you have any cool techniques, leave them in the comments down below. I want to thank you for joining us in this how to wash your helmet video. I'm Pat, and I'll see you in the next one.